What's up, chat? I hope you guys can hear me. I hope it all goes well. Let me turn this off. All right, guys. So I'm driving to my girlfriend's house, my fiance's house. We're going to paint. So that'd be exciting to live stream. I think like a little wine and paint or like a little cider and just paint. Because her sister and her boyfriend are here. So it's kind of like a double date type of thing. Um, Let me add a poll. Start a poll. I'm gonna start a poll. Mm, pizza. Which is better? Which which is better? Pizza or sushi for a first date? Which is better for a first date? Pizza or sushi? All right, cool. All right, guys. So we could do a live stream with my fiance and her sister, like a couple, like a double date, and we could do like asking questions, like get to know each other questions. For example, this one here is kind of inspired off it. It says, which is better for a first date, sushi or pizza? And like the question can just be like, what is your partner like more, sushi or pizza? So you see, one of the things I'm thinking about is how do you generate ideas for content that are just easy? You can do things that are complicated to try to get views, but you can also just do relatable things that people enjoy. And if you look at television, I personally feel like television is more simple in terms of a TV concept. Like if the TV show is Who Wants to Be a Millionaire, the concept is you're asking a person hard questions. Hey, thank you so much, Ted. You ask the viewer hard questions, and if they can answer it, they become a millionaire, right? So how do I implement that for YouTube? Well, one thing I can do is I can have me and my girlfriend do painting, which is an activity. So people are interested in watching what the end of the painting is going to be. And then I'm also going to have questions between me and my girlfriend. So now it's a dynamic of like who knows each other more. So it's like two elements. One, you're talking, you're live streaming. Two, you're painting, and three, you're doing a questionnaire. So those things like it's not that hard if you just prep, right? You prep by writing the questions. You also prep by buying the material to paint, setting up the camera and the phone, and that's it. That's the hardest part because reading and answering a question and painting is supposed to relax you. So those are the top ideas that I want to do, and I hope they get views. It's like Ryan Trahan. I'm from okay, so I got a comment right here. I'm from Africa, and you can pronounce my name Josmar Pose. Josmarz's Pose. Pause. That's hard because I don't know how to speak. I'm dyslexic, bro, so it's like hard for me to pronounce things by reading them. I need to hear them. Anyways, another video idea that I had is, what if we get two people to go to two different stores? It could be a grocery store, it could be a clothing store, two different malls, two different baseball games, two different soccer games, whatever, two different places. And one of them streams on their phone and the other one also streams on their phone and they do a joint stream. So it's like if you go to a store, it's like which store has the best clothes? And then you guys are both looking at the clothing in the store. Or if you go to like a basketball game, it's like which game is more lit. That's a cool idea. That's a cool concept and it's easy too. It just takes a planning. What's up, Fish? Hey, I haven't seen you in a long time, Fish. You got it right, bro. Thank you, everything artsy. Thank you so much for letting me know what your name is and everything. Um, Anyways, that's an idea that I have. I want to start doing. I was also thinking about going to McDonald's and just like remaking the food. Like going to McDonald's, buying the food, going back home, seeing if I can make a better Big Mac than McDonald's, and then do like a blind test. I think those ideas are kind of cool, no? Wouldn't you agree? So I just came back from Mexico and I want to talk about the things that I experienced. First of all, Mexico is cheap compared to the US, all right? And I actually only spent $160, and I was there basically for 5 days. And like I bought what I bought, I ate where I wanted to eat. I didn't do like anything super fancy. Like the most fancy thing was like, I guess, wings. Like, like a sports bar. That's not that expensive. It's just kind of like eh. But you don't always eat wings. If you're gonna go out and eat wings, you're gonna spend like, it's gonna be like an amount. But yeah, I got ice cream. I went to um they have like these malls that the malls have like bars inside of them, and I went to a sushi place. I went to get wings. I bought tortillas, like tortillas from a actual person's house that makes tortillas. They have like the industrial machine. I bought things from like the corner store. I paid for my cousin, I think, for like food and stuff, and I only ended up paying 160, and I was buying alcohol too. So yeah, it's not that expensive if you're in America. And I'm gonna tell you guys something that maybe I shouldn't. Oh, maybe I shouldn't tell you guys, but I'm gonna do it anyways. I have a remote job, so I'm thinking that with my remote job, I could technically live in Mexico as long as it's not more than half the year for tax purposes, and I can just kind of like that's a very low what is it how do you pronounce it, low cost of living being in Mexico, especially if you're making like US dollars. And I could probably do that and not have debt because I'll be able to pay everything off. The hardest part would be buying a house. And that's not even that hard because in Mexico, a house can cost you like 40, 50 grand. Here, where I live in Texas, it's like 200, $300,000. So you'll actually be saving money by moving to a country. And the cool thing is, like, as long as I'm not there for 50% of the time, like I come back to Texas, stay with my parents 6 months out of the year, then like I can avoid the whole like taxes thing, which I don't think that's like I'm supposed to confess that, right? I might have to delete this later. But those are just ideas. But I mean, it's not illegal if you could actually do it, right? Like if it's a loophole where it's like, oh, you just have to live less than 50% of the time in a different country, then I can just do that. Like who cares? Um, but yeah, my stomach has been feeling like horrible, bro. Because let's say 2 weeks ago, I did a 40-day fast where I only ate bread and only drank water. And then I went to Mexico straight after. So I was eating like whatever I wanted. And yesterday, my girlfriend's sister came. So we went out to eat and they got all the appetizers. And I've been drinking alcohol. So I haven't been eating as healthy as I was prior to my fast. So my stomach is kind of like all over the place. And especially now that I'm drinking coffee, but I need to, slow it down. Temperance is very important. Like what I did is after I ate breakfast today, I told myself I'm gonna fast to at least 7 p.m. Because I'm gonna offer the fast to God, to Christ. I'm gonna just like I'm hungry and I could be eating snacks. I could maybe get something to eat or make something. I'm just not gonna eat for one, so that my stomach can feel better and that I won't get fat with eating all these calories. And two or three, you do it for God, which I believe in Christ, but you do it for God so that He gives you the strength to continue fasting. So you pray and you just think about God a lot and you genuflect. So yeah, that's what I did today after I ate the breakfast tacos. When her mom made and she made beans and chorizo tacos with the Mexican tortilla that I bought. And I mean, you can guess that food's like it's all going down the toilet, bro. Like you're just gonna drop a Nawasaki afterwards. You feel me? So yeah, that's how I felt. So that I'm glad I did the fast. And yeah, now that I'm gonna go with my girlfriend, they'll probably make some really good food. I'm thinking about getting like going to the. I'm thinking about going to the liquor store and buying like drinks. I like. So okay, so here's the thing, and I don't think it's in every state of America because some states, it's probably in every state, but it depends on the laws. There are two types of alcoholic beverages. When you go and get something like a twisted tea, a twisted tea where it's like a tea and it has alcohol in it, or you go get like a Malibu, it's in a can. Any drink that's like a seltzer, any type of drink like that. There's two types. There's a malt liquor, and then there's a distilled liquor. So in Texas, you can't buy liquor, this distilled liquor like tequila, vodka, rum, any of those. You cannot buy that at HEB. You cannot buy that at Walmart. You cannot buy that at the grocery store. You can only buy that from liquor stores. And this is not the case in other states. For example, Nevada and Vegas, you can buy liquor any corner store, any CVS, any Walgreens, any grocery store. The same with California. In California, I believe there is no like time when they stop selling alcohol. In Texas, there is. At 9 p.m., you can no longer buy distilled alcohol. Okay, and on Sundays, you can't buy it at all. So because of that, if you go to a HEB or any corner store pharmacy in Texas, and you go get what they call a seltzer. So let's say you're trying to get the Malibu seltzer. So there's these Malibu seltzers. They're made from the Malibu rum brand, but now they're cans. If you go to a corner store or pharmacy, you're going to get the malt liquor version, meaning the alcohol is fermented. And it's going to be different than if you go to an actual liquor store. You're going to get the same product, but it's going to have actual rum, actual distilled liquor. So if you guys are ever going to drink, I suggest that you buy your alcohol from a liquor store and check that it's not malt liquor. I don't know if malt liquor is more harmful for you than distilled liquor, but because when you go to a bar, and anyone who knows about alcoholic drinks always wants the distilled version and not the malt liquor version, that's why I recommend you to go to a liquor store to get your liquor. Okay? Now, I'm sorry, guys, I cannot see because there literally the sun's in my face, but I see that someone donated what looks to be a British coin or a euro, and I'm happy. Thank you so much, man, for donating. I'll read the comment right now. I literally the sun's in my face, but it makes me feel so good that you donated, dude. That's crazy. Rhino boy, or Roddy boy, or Rody boy. Thank you so much, bro. I'll read the comment right now, but you're making my day. The problem that I have is I don't have a schedule where I wake up early. I struggle with waking up early. I'll be honest with you. And I got a flight for my girlfriend and I in May, and that flight leaves at 5:30 in the morning to Miami, well, to Fort Lauderdale. So I have to wake up on that day. I have to wake up like 4 in the morning to get to the airport, or maybe even 3, because I know some people like to get there super early. And that means like I have to prepare myself to have a good sleeping schedule, because anytime I start having a good sleeping schedule, as soon as I go to a trip or stay up late on the weekend, I get screwed over and I have to start again from start. And I want to be a YouTuber. I want to be a live streamer. I want to be able to make money off what I enjoy, which is making videos. And if you go to my channel and watch the videos that I do like YouTube drama, because that gets views. Doing videos where I plan something out and go somewhere and like vlog, that takes a lot of effort. And I would really want someone to help me do that, like record it. But if I do videos where I talk about drama, I know it's going to get views because people are going to click on it, because they're going to look at whoever I'm talking about, whether it be Jake Paul, Logan Paul, Sneeko, Jack Doherty. They're going to click on it. And then people get to know my personality because I'm talking about the topic. And hopefully those people come and join me on a live or in a video where I do regular stuff. So my goal is to make enough drama content to where I make enough money from getting views consistently, where I can make $4,000, $5,000 a month, $6,000 a month, because then I'll be making more than what I make at my job. I can quit my job, focus on YouTube full time, hire an editor so that I can just write the script, do the drama report. He edits the video, do like increase the productivity by 3 times. And then start doing like podcasts and live streams all throughout the whole time, but start focusing on it now that I have an editor, so that Mr. Beast type videos, because I have enough to donate to someone. I want to do this thing where the people who become members for my YouTube channel, I add them to a list and I have a raffle at the end of the month and give back to a member or a couple members. I really want to do that. I think it's legal if I do it the right way. And but first, I need people to become members. So if you will want to become a member, please let me know. We'll just become a member. It's like $3. I mean, you can support the channel. But what I really need to focus on is productivity. The more videos I produce, the more views I'll get. And when you get views, when you're talking about making views for YouTube, you want to focus on reoccurring views. If you have a YouTube channel and you look at the analytics, you can look at the it's called the audience metrics, or the new viewers versus returning viewers. What you want is you want to have a lot of returning viewers. For example, if you have 10,000 returning viewers every month, then you can predict that you'll make like let's see, you'll probably make like $30, $40. Okay. If you get 100,000 returning viewers, you're talking about hundreds of dollars. You're talking about $300, $400. So if you get a million recurring viewers, then you're talking about thousands of dollars. So my goal is to get a million recurring viewers, because then I can predict that I'll make 1,000, like at least 3, 4,000. So that's what I want to focus on my YouTube channel. And one thing that I noticed in order to be successful on YouTube is when we consume media like TikTok, like YouTube Shorts, Instagram Reels, it's mindless. It is a mindless thing to scroll. Think about how habitual humans are. Humans are so habitual, they develop habits that save up RAM for your brain. Imagine if every time you had to go to the restroom, you had to like really process it and be like, I have to go to the restroom, hold it in. You don't really have to do that unless you really, 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 really have to go. But you learn to go to the restroom when you're growing up, as you're developing as a child, to the point where you don't even go when you're sleeping. Like your body knows to do it. I guess it's a biological habit. And that helps you save up mental RAM. Like you don't have to think about it. It just does it by itself. The body does it by itself. That is the same thing with scrolling. When you scroll, you're literally moving your finger and holding the phone in your hand, and you're doing this. So it becomes a habit that you not only do you like numb your mind as you're scrolling, but your body is also guiding you without you thinking. Like if your body's used to, the thumb is used to scrolling, who's to say it's not going to scroll by itself without you really having time to think? It's like a cycle of being numb. Now, if you want to be a successful content creator, you need to know the market. A way to know the market and know what videos are going to do well, which videos are going to go viral, or get inspiration. What you should do is whenever you go on TikTok, YouTube Shorts, Instagram, any of these, like anytime you watch videos or binge watch, you should write on your notes or on a piece of paper what you just saw. And when you think about it as you see it. So now it's a task. If you were to do this every time you go on TikTok, it wouldn't be as fun, because you would actually have to do something. You wouldn't be mindlessly thinking. It wouldn't be entertainment. It would be work. But if you do that, you'll get so many ideas and you'll know exactly what to make videos on. And then you just do it. You just make the videos. It's like right now, a thing that's big is Drake Bell and the Nickelodeon, the Quiet on Set documentary, and Dan Schneider, how like we've known in the internet for many years that he's done things that are kind of like, perverted, especially with feet, and the child actresses, Jeanette McCurdy, writing the book, calling him the creator, and like just really saying how he was a harmful, that girl from Zoe 101. We know like the Nickelodeon thing was like bad. Okay. So when we go on TikTok now, they have the Quiet on Set documentary. Drake Bell confesses his allegations, or not his allegations, his law case, his abuse that he had, unfortunately. Not rest in peace, but God bless Drake Bell. That is very viral, or at least it was very viral last week or 2 weeks ago on TikTok. Now, if you were to just watch TikTok and you see the Drake Bell video, you're like, holy shit, like this actually happened. Wow, that's crazy. But if you're going to do the exercise that I mentioned, you would write down Drake Bell video about Quiet on Set. So now you know that on TikTok, that topic is trending. And the more times you write down like the topic, the more you see like, oh, this trend is really happening. And that's when you're capitalizing on the views. You can either just make a video that you saw, remake it, or do a summary video, like a meta-analysis video of all the videos you saw, or do some research and answer a question that one of the videos you saw didn't have. And that way you feed the algorithm what it's already trending and you get views and followers. And what you want to do is you want to do this enough times to where one, you're informed and it's easy for you to make content. And two, so many people watch you that now you have a fan base or a supporter group that likes you for you, because it's going to happen. We're going to find people that we like just because we like them personality wise. And those people are going to continue watching you. And when you have 1 million people, 100,000, 10,000 recurring viewers, then you can start predicting like how much money you're going to make from social media. And that's how you do it analytically. Because like someone like my parents, like they're like, yeah, you social media, you do YouTube videos, you made $140 this month off YouTube videos, but you still need to make thousands of dollars. You can't quit your job. They think it's like lottery. My dad says, oh, it's a lottery. Like every time you make a video, it's a lottery that it might go viral. But I don't think that. You know, the more you do it, the more you realize it's not a lottery. It's a skill. You develop a skill, you set a template, and you're consistent. And then once you get the recurring viewers, it's not lottery. It's like you can determine, it's like a business, you know? I think like what we should do for social media, if you want to be a content creator, is like just generate content to the point where you have a steady income. Because here's the thing. If I wanted to just get a job like let's say like a job with my degree, right? I have a master's degree. So I have debt.